All right, I'm pretty familiar with thermal monoculars. I've had probably three, well, actually I've had five of them. I have three right now. Picked up this TS004 by Topdon. This is a little bit of a, towards the more basic thermal monocular where the price is very reasonable. We'll get into the price on it. There's three features on this, maybe more, that I really like on this that thermal monoculars or scope should have. And number one being, this thing's waterproof. It is very rugged. You can throw it in your coat pocket, carry it out with you, pull it up, and have it running within seconds. And to me, that's like very huge. I've got one, you got a case for it, and it's a lot more delicate. The framing on it just doesn't seem as strong and robust. This is actually more robust than the Fleur that I had. Number two is the price. Very reasonable for the monocular with the specs that it has. And number three, even though the specs are a little bit lower, I'm going to compare it to a higher end thermal scope that I have, and you're going to clearly see that this literally, as my eyes, is outdoing it. And you can't go wrong with this. The other one is the battery life is incredibly long. I think it says 11 hours. I've never run this battery low. I've run it multiple times, get down to 60%, then I charge it. But you're not going to run out of battery with this thing. But the portability, the ruggedness, them are things that you really need to have in a thermal scope. And of course, the visuals when you're looking at something. And we'll be showing some detailed videos of this in action. As far as specs, the resolution on it is a little bit more of the basic. I think it's like the second level up, a 256 by 192. And what I'm going to compare it to outside is a 384 by 288, which should be quite a bit clearer than that. Generally, that one I think I paid over $700 for. This is close to half the price. Refresh rate 58 Gs to where it's you get them down to 15 and 10 and 25. When you see something moving, it's real choppy. And the 50 HCs makes it look a lot more fluid. Focal length is 13 millimeters, so it's already zoomed out a little bit, and this is made for the outdoors. This isn't for a close quarters thermal scope, so if you're wanting something to read within a foot or two in front of you, you're not going to be able to use this. It'll be blurry. I'd say you get probably maybe 3 feet and it starts sharpening up. But with it being 13 millimeters, you already zoomed a little bit. I think this does have 4 times zoom, and it's digitally zoom, of course, but it really works quite well. So it's set up for more outdoor use in wildlife and things like that. Now the pixel size on this is 12 meaning 12 microns is between each pixel. And the other one that I'll compare it to is 17 So in theory, it should be able to pull more light in and distinguish better, but it really doesn't. That's it's just surprising. And internal storage is 32 gigabytes. You could use the app to download video off to your phone, or you plug into the micro. It's a USB-C, and we got it right here, a decent cord. And it does come with a little pouch that you put it in. At first when I got it, I was like, man, there's really no way to protect it, but you do not need to protect this thing. I'm going to cut right into the app and show you. I think it's just called Top Infrared. And you can download that on Google Play, or you can scan it with your phone. I'm disconnected. I was disconnected too long. You get the app. I mean, it hooks up quick. You don't have to hook to the Wi-Fi on it or anything. I don't know if I'll be able to hold the phone and show you this. Focus in on a mirror behind me. That's red hot. That's going through a mirror. You can control a lot of functions with this. Here, I'm back down to 1x zoom. So now let's try that again. I was on 2x, I think. That's roughly about 4 feet away. We can control so many things with this thing. If I can point it somewhere, the room's pretty much the same temp. We got something hot up there in that corner. But you can zoom with the app up to 8x with zoom. I don't know what Learn More is. Oh, TSR. That tells you what it is. After TSR is enabled, the image resolution will increase based on the AI algorithm of the power consumption would be increased. Probably can't see that too well with the phone, so I'm reading it off. And the storage space gives you, I'm only at 5%. I got a whole lot on there. You can format it. There's so much you can do with this app. It's unreal. You can change it to red hot, bird view. Bird view is wicked outside, and I'm going to try to show you some clips of that. What it does is darken everything up, and it makes the white stand out. Like that little dot that's hot there. I don't know what that is over the edge of the room, but it picks birds out just unreal in the trees. Got your battery life, that's pretty cool. In white hot. I don't know what that is. Something. Oh, you know what that is? Another mirror. So, go to black hot, red hot, and remix this bird view. See how it darkens up? But you wouldn't believe what that does. I'm very impressed with that. Distance, that's beta, or beta, whatever you want to call it. And it works sometimes. It's pretty accurate with humans and birds. But it does, one time it called me a wild boar. Your brightness, you can turn, brightness is on high now. Picture in picture, I haven't messed with that much. Not sure. See that X right there? Let's see if it enlarges. It does. Look at that. So picture in picture actually enlarges. I don't know if you can move that around or not. You can take pictures. I just took a picture, record video. Everything you can do there, you do with the hand controls as well. And that's another plus with this, very convenient. Your power on, and you hold that down, you go to your menu, and here is your plus or minus. That's for video and picture taking. And I don't think your optical for your eyes, you could wear glasses or not and adjust for here, but it is fixed focus on the end. And one other neat feature on this, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off now. But if you ever need a LED light, let's see if we got an LED light. And that 5,000 milliamp battery is just phenomenal with this thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this out, do some comparisons with that other thermal camera I got that's supposedly the step up from this, and show you some scenery, different yardages, and I'll write that on there. So let's get going.
Alright, it's super windy out here and cold, but I'm going to walk up. Hopefully you can hear me with this wind going. Walk up about 300 yards to that wood line way up there and turn the Topdon on and show you what it could be, what a human eye, or show you what it looks like as far as a human at 300, I think 250, 200, 150, 100, and then 50 yards. So I'm going to drive up there with ATV and get out, walk around every 50-yard increment.
And that is the Topdon TS004 or the 004. It does have a tripod mount. Pretty awesome. One thing I noticed here, you can push this to stay out of your way. You got a clip in the back to keep that from angling up and flopping around. Very, very rugged. Like I said, a waterproof USB-C port. Just all around awesome thermal camera that you can throw in your pocket, take out hunting, and no worries about hurting it or doing something to it that you would possibly ruin it. And that's what thermal binoculars should be. Very impressed with it. So check that link out for this down below. I'm telling you, you'd be impressed. I am. Yeah, waterproof, IP67, up to 11 hours of battery life. If you're looking for a scope, check this one out. There you go. Till next time.